is there like a different chord that you're playing there? You know, like when they repeat that? I'm imagining like minor chord or something.
I think this you sing it different, right?
Great is thy
Something like that.
yeah.
But that's kind of.
But I don't know. You can lead it however you feel. D shape.
Yeah.
D E. Oh yeah. E D. Yeah. E shape. D shape.
Okay.
It was different. The dad was my father, Thomas Vanderwoody, and the son he saved was my youngest brother, Joseph. So I'd called mom and dad, and I was driving out to home, and that's when my brother Steve came in rain.
Lord, unto thee.
So is that the actual chord, the E D for that part, or is it just that for that one line that we want to repeat at the end? Yeah. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, morning by morning new mercies I see. All I have needed.
It's okay. Yeah.
Huh?
We don't need to do that repeating. I was just wondering if you were to repeat so that their instrumentalists are on the same page. So,
Great is thy faithfulness, There's 7 in there?
yeah, that sounds foreboding. All right, let's try See the Light. Yeah, the simple ones. Okay. See the Light. We'll try it with that clicky thing. So imagine, all right, church, let's worship it together. Yeah, right there. I think when it, yeah, while I'm talking. Yeah. Here, we can try. So maybe I'll have people like say hello to one another, and then as they're saying hello to one another, you can play it. And Chris, you could, Yeah. And then everyone will stop talking. They'll be like, where's that coming from? And I'll say, let's worship together. And then we'll
I'll do
worship.
this. I'll do.
That'd be really funny. Okay, so yeah, we could try it, that transition. All right, church, just turn to your neighbor and say, I love Jesus. All right, let's worship together. Oh, it's already in, huh? Does that have a part that doesn't have the drums in it? Does it start with beatboxing at first? Oh, I can't hear you all of a sudden. Oh. You can start with the beatbox. Yeah. All right, let's worship together, everybody. Arise, my soul, remember this. He took my sin and he buried it. No longer I who live. Now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light.
No, I won't boast,
All right,
but
I think we're
in
good.
the cross.
No, it's okay. Sure, why not? Yeah, sure. All right, sounds good. Uh, um, yeah, Chris, if you could, when we go into the bridge, all of this for your glory, yeah, you could bring it down. No, turn it back up eventually. When we hit the minor. Actually, yeah, we did not do the beatbox. It's so long. Yeah, so we'll just come in. Okay, let's do that transition one more time and then be done. All right. Okay, church, turn to somebody next to you and say, I love God. Let's worship together. Arise, my soul. Okay, we're good. Okay, only potential response song is Who You Say I Am, which I think we would do in G, but yeah. Can I just check the key and then we'll be done, actually? What's G? Who am I that the highest keys that Jesus would welcome me? I am chosen. Yeah, G's fine. I think we're good. I like repeating verse 2 if we were to end with it. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. Yeah, so we won't sing that last line until we go into the chorus. Hey, do I sing the melody right? I remember you always nitpicked because I sing it wrong. Do I still sing it wrong?
On the second verse? Is it in the second verse?
Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
Oh yeah. Who am I? Okay. He always nitpicked. He'd be like, "You sang it wrong,
He does that for me
Michelle."
too. Come, run to the Father. Run to the
Run
Father.
to the Father. That's a hard one.
He's like, Dion, run to the Father. Did you listen to it? Did you listen to it? It's good. It's good.
Oh, actually, if we were to do "Run to the Father,"
Oh, really?
yeah. Is there which you're talking about the second verse?
I'm talking about the chorus. Where is it? It's on the chorus where.
And you sing it in A, right?
Yeah. But in Run to the Father, it's.
Run to the Father.
Done with the hiding, reasons away. My heart needs a surgeon. Yeah. So like, I think that part you gotta go sing straight through. But then in the second chorus, it's like my heart found a surgeon. Right? It kind of emphasizes that I found a surgeon.
Father,
Right?
Thomas Vanderwoody,
So like.
and the son he saved.
So yeah, run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done
console a
with the
family.
hiding, no reason to wait.
I was called to an emergency room to console a family that had lost its dad. I also anointed the injured son, whom the father had died to save. Priests are often called to the hospitals, but this visit was different. The dad was my father, Thomas Vanderwoody, and the son he saved was my youngest brother, Joseph. So I'd called mom and dad, and I was driving out to home, and that's when my brother Steve gave me a ring. And, you know, hey, something terrible, tragic. Actually, the word tragic is happened on the farm. You know, Josie's had an accident, and Dad, you know, we don't, you know, something tragic's happened to Dad.
All I know is I need you. The words get stumbled over.
So Tom and Joseph were taking down the pool. I was sitting on the front porch, and we never walked around the septic tank. Nobody ever went over that way, but that's where Tom and Joseph were taking down the pool that day.
Yeah, Edwin definitely makes
I got a call from my wife. She said, Joseph fell in a septic tank. I think your dad drowned. I said, what?
I ran in the house and called 911 and went back around. I just started screaming to God, "Where are you?" And Joseph looked up at me and he said, "Mom." So I knew it was Joseph. He was covered in sewage. Tom was trying to push Joseph out of there, and of course Tom, I don't know if it was the gases or just his exhaustion when he went under. There was nothing I could do because we were holding Joseph, and there was no way I could get down there to get him. There was nothing around that would help him. So we waited, it seemed like for an eternity, for the ambulance to come and the fire trucks. And I don't know if the fireman went down there. I don't know how he got him out, but he pulled him out. And I could tell Tom's legs were just limp. There was no life in his legs, so I knew that God had taken him. And then on the way to the emergency room, the man that was driving the ambulance said, "Your husband has gone on." And so it happened so quick.
Some might say, if Dad, what a waste, you know? It's like, Josie's Down syndrome, so what can he really do? There are people that would say that, I believe. And it's like, my dad wouldn't say that. He's one of his sons, so he would have done that for any one of us. That's what we know.
You know, it wasn't about Dad, you know, for him. He was going to sacrifice himself and do whatever was necessary for everybody else around him.
There was a time when, you know, Down's kids are delayed in all their development. So, in order for their brain to develop properly, they have to go back and relive certain things. that we just go through naturally for a quick period of time. So like normally in your child development during a stage where you're crawling, that helps your brain develop. So Dad made these really long socks for his arms, and he and Joseph would crawl around. Here's my dad. He's raised all these kids, and he's crawling around outside on the ground. He's crawling around on the floor everywhere with my brother Joseph. So he taught us an incredible example about it doesn't matter what people think, or it's all about just giving of yourself.
He did mirror what Christ did for us on the cross. Christ died for us so that we too will be able to be in heaven someday.
Just a great example of what is how valued human life is, that our Lord would come and take on our human nature to redeem us. We're all worth it, regardless of whatever handicaps or imperfections we have.
His legacy is, in my opinion, selfless love. The way he lived his life in every aspect of it was to serve.
To those of us in the family, it was very difficult to understand in the moment. It's something where we've come to understand Christ's sacrifice even more so because of Dad's sacrifice for Joseph.
I was called to an emergency room to console a family that had lost its dad. I also an emergency. I was called to an I was called to an emergency room to console a family that had lost its dad. I also anointed the injured son, whom the father had died to save. Priests are often called to the hospitals, but this visit
Of it was to serve.
To those of us in the family, it was very difficult to understand in the moment. It's something where we've come to understand Christ's sacrifice even more so because of Dad's sacrifice for Joseph.
I was called. I was called to an emergency room to console a family that had lost its dad. I also anointed the injured son, whom the father had died to save.
Sacrifice even more so because of Dad's sacrifice for Joseph.
No fear, no doubt. Gonna shoot me down, 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 down.